guys, this is part 2 of my interview on my podcast, BurnMyMood, with Stuggy Bear. He's one of the first ever short-form video content creators who grew to fame on Vine, and now over all of his social media accounts, he has accumulated over 5 million followers over 10 years. If you have not listened to part 1 of Stu's interview, this episode's not really going to make any sense. So make sure you listen to part 1 and then come back here for more juicy insider info about Stu's comedy sketches, his content, and his very interesting journey.
For the sheer scope of grief and wasted human potential, we have a moral obligation to understand the ultimate reasons why we destroy one
And, you know, she...
Man is eating water. I had a brilliant video the other day. It's this guy that was playing FIFA with his mates. And he had a microphone on. He's like gulping this water, and then as soon as it stops, his mate is like, "Man is just eating water. Why is man eating that water?" And then the guy who was drinking, he comes on and he's like really out of breath. He was like, "Man, I was just like, well, thirsty." And he takes a deep breath. He goes, "So thirsty, like." And that was what killed me, because the other mate then came on and goes, he was laughing his head off, and he goes, "Why was this so out of breath?" It's just brilliant.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's what the internet is made for.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
feel like.
When I was doing a bit of research before you guys got here, just to see if there's anything else I could dig up, basically.
Yeah.
I never noticed your bio, and I only recently looked at what that meant.
Oh, fuck off. I'm going to say it.
I don't know what I'm
I'm really glad that you've brought this to everyone's attention. Because what you're touching on here is a very inside joke. Yeah? It's an incredibly inside joke, and I put it on my Instagram just purely for my close friends to look at and go, "You're a dickhead, Stu. Why the fuck are you doing that?"
This word, right? Every new person he meets, he's like, "I've got this condition."
Yeah.
Tell every Boomtown, right? He was just walking up to random people, being like, "Have you heard of this condition?" And I'm like, "Shut up!"
So what happened? I found out, right, that
I've heard this word more than any other word in the entire universe.
I'm really building it up now. I found out that I couldn't do something, right? So I was like, "Oh, I really need to like, I can't do this." And I feel like it's a condition, you know? It's a real condition. Like, this is something that people must struggle with day-to-day basis. So I typed it in on Google and it came up with the name, which is retrograde cricopharyngeal dysfunction, right? I learned it off by heart. I learned it. Took me a week.
I didn't even know how to
Took me a
say
week.
it. I just looked
Retrograde
at it. What is that?
cricopharyngeal dysfunction. Okay, all right. So I then said it to Jess, and she laughed the first time. The first time that I said it, that was enough. That was enough.
How long ago did you do this?
Oh my god. Oh, it's got to be a year. It's got to be a year. It's got to be a year. I don't know. But every new person that I find, it's just a great conversation starter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do people message you asking you what it means?
Funny, I'll read you something in a second. Today, I got an email that you will not believe. Anyway, so what I do on a night out sometimes now is if I meet someone in the smoking area or something, I go up to them, I go, or we're already talking, and I go, "Yeah, the other day I sort of self-diagnosed myself with this condition." They're like, "No way, what? What the hell? Are you all right? Is everything?" I'm like, "I'm really struggling, actually." They're like, "Oh no, what have you got?" I'm like, "Retrograde cricopharyngeal dysfunction." They go, "Oh shit, that sounds well bad. What is that?" I'm like, "I can't burp." And I've never been able to burp. Ever. I've never burped in my entire life. And people cannot believe it. They literally lose their shit. But sometimes people laugh at the retrograde cricopharyngeal dysfunction. It just makes a little lightheartedness.
Yeah.
Most of the time, people don't laugh at all.
No.
So it's just me going retrograde cricopharyngeal dysfunction. They're like, "What's that?" Yeah. "What's that then?" It means I can't burp. All right. I'm like, "Oh, I think that's comedy gold." But yeah, Jess only needs to laugh at something once, and I'll just take it to the absolute extreme. Yeah. It's like one time she laughed because I was hitting her with my backpack. Do you remember that time? I had a backpack on and I was hitting her with it, like playfully, and she laughed, right? And so I did it continuously
Where's
through
this
the night,
going?
and it started to wear really thin. But I was like, yeah, but she laughed.
Found it funny.
Yeah, she got it. Yeah. I'm looking for the
You just take everything too far sometimes.
because I'm looking for the gratification. Is it? No.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna find it.
Yeah, but I've already got it from the first laugh. That's all I need.
Exactly,
So let me. Can I read you this email I got today?
Please,
Yeah.
please
Okay.
do.
So I got
How do you say this word again?
retrograde cricopharyngeal dysfunction. And
It's actually imprinted in my brain.
our friend Shah, she has actually she only knows it because she says it in a certain way. She knows retrograde, but then she goes cricopharyngeal dysfunction. cricopharyngeal. Right, okay. So an email came up and it was about my Instagram. And it said, "Hey Stuggy, I recently came across your Instagram page and I wanted to extend my support for your journey as a chronic sufferer of retrograde cricopharyngeal dysfunction. I understand how difficult it can be to live with chronic pain and I admire your resilience and determination to find relief. I hope you continue to find resources and support that help you on your journey. Keep up the great work. That being said, I couldn't help but notice that your engagement on Instagram is not as high as it should be.
So it's just an
We have worked with accounts similar to yours and made them grow and thrive on Instagram. So she's trying to get paid. But she's like, she's gone straight for the, effectively the jugular.
Your Instagram don't need any help, does it?
I mean, well, actually, she's not wrong, really. She's because my Instagram has a bit of a weird algorithm, for the amount of followers that I've got, I don't get a lot of, engagement.
I think that happens when you get to a certain amount of following, though, because your audience changes. So people don't unfollow.
Yeah,
You
but they just don't like.
Just reach new ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just don't see your content.
No.
So it's not about them not liking. They just don't see it. Because they might have scrolled past one video once.
Yeah.
And then that's it. They just don't see your content anymore.
Yeah, so she's not wrong. She's not wrong about the whole. But I just find it funny that she went straight for the. I'm so sorry to hear about.
She even related to it.
Yeah.
Is it painful?
No, not in the slightest. Oh yes, sorry, yes. Hold my hands up.
He just lied.
I
on
do.
camera.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, you got the lie. I'm a chronic liar as well. I love the way I said chronic sufferer though. It makes it sound like I'm really. I mean, it's
Really unwell.
probably taking it away from people that really do struggle with. Do they? Maybe not. I don't know. So the way that I struggle,
at the end of that
the
now.
way that I struggle is if I can't have fizzy drinks
Right.
ever. I just don't. I steer clear from them. I can have beer,
That's fizzy.
which is weird. Yeah, because there is a bit of a sparkle to beer. So I don't know why that works, but
Maybe the fizz. Maybe the fizz is. I don't want to say that because that's going to make me sound stupid. I was going to say maybe it's the yeast.
I mean, it might
could
be.
be.
It might be.
It
To be
could
fair,
be.
If you'd said that to me, I would believe you.
it's the way that
Say
like.
it with confidence and you're true.
Well, it's the way that there is the way that it's made. Like, is beer like carbonated? Like because carbonation is like the fizziness. So like, is a beer? I don't know. Like when I have a beer, I don't really think of fizz. It's not like when you have the first sip of a Fanta and it's like all spicy in your mouth sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's not really like that a beer, is it? So, yeah. I mean,
So you get trapped gas.
yes, effectively. So if I have if I have a drink of like a fizzy drink, or if I eat too fast, because burp or whatever, or if I drink and then eat and then keep drinking, then I get this really bad pain in my chest, and it's like indigestion really, but like heightened because it's like someone's like standing on your chest.
Yeah, no,
And it's
I
like
get it.
Yeah.
When I had the worst sort of stage of the gluten issues, it starts up here before.
Right, okay.
Like here just inflames, but it's not in pain in the beginning.
Right,
The pain actually starts up here because you can't release any gas.
right.
But then I can actually still burp.
Okay,
So
bit of a brag.
I got the upper hand.
bit of a brag. All right then.
Bragging rights.
Yeah. Everyone loves to rub it in my face. They really do. My brother's the worst. He'll just burp right in front of me and go, like that shit. You can't.
But can
You
you
can't do it.
Can you do the other end?
Oh fuck me, yeah. I
Don't
could.
do it now.
I could.
Start
I could go in the Olympics. I could go in the fucking Olympics.
about 1,000 times a day because when you have when when you have that, basically,
Retrograde cricket fan, geo dysfunction.
when you have it, everything goes through you and comes out your fucking arsehole.
Interesting.
So
That's not true.
They're the biggest farts you'll ever hear.
That's not true.
Like,
Uh,
all the time.
She is true about the loud farting.
Yeah.
Like I say, I could be in the Olympics. However, my whole family is the same. We're a gassy bunch, but they can all burp.
Oh.
So, you know, my talent down there is not because of this.
Oh.
So, in your face.
I don't believe that your brother farts as much.
You've heard my brother fart. It's fucking ridiculous.
You.
His are worse, and he burps.
Domestic.
Ridiculous,
started right
yeah.
here.
He ran a marathon a couple of weeks ago, and as soon as he finished, straight out. I'm like, mate,
Yeah, but
disgusting.
if I ran a marathon, I'd probably fart when I finish.
No, you'd shit yourself.
Yeah, I'd shit myself whilst running.
Yeah.
Put it in a bag and slip it down the road.
Hide behind a tree. Oh. Out it goes.
But thank you so much for asking about that. I'm
Do you know
because
what
I want
else
more.
found?
What's that?
I also found you do merch with your face on it.
Yes, yeah, begrudgingly, yeah.
First together, he gave me a pink hoodie with his face on it.
Promo.
Why are you saying that as if that was a really bad thing?
It was.
No, you liked it.
It was in my washing pile for.
And
I don't know where it is now.
and hold on a second, because you're trying to throw me under the bus here. I believe that when we were on the phone talking about that, and I showed you that pink hoodie, you went, "Oh, I want that."
Is this the honeymoon stage?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. She was so much nicer to me. So much nicer to me. The other day, we were at Land Beyond Festival in Brighton.
Yeah.
And me and Jess had a kiss in the middle of the crowd, right? And it was quite a passionate kiss. Not like tongues, but, you know,
Yeah.
like just
like
loving.
taking each other's clothes
Just
off.
loving. We were loving each other. And our friend Shah went, no! No! Haven't seen that before. What is that? Why are you two doing that? That's outrageous. And you know, Shah, that's a great impression of her.
Yeah, that's.
She does that all the time. No, post it on Instagram. Post it. Post it.
Because no one's ever seen us kiss.
Yeah,
PDA people.
we're not PDA. We're not PDA at all.
No.
But when you're in the crowd at a festival, when in Rome.
Yeah, it's kind of being private if you're in a crowd.
Yeah.
Everyone else is so
Kind of.
focused on something else.
Yeah. Well, we thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought so. But we actually found out that G was the first one that saw it, because G was like, Shah, look. Shah was like, hold on. And she came up to us. She came up to us like it was her mum and dad kissing. You know, like, what is this?
Get a room.
What is this? Never seen this. This is weird. But she shared a tent with us at Boomtown, so surely she saw us kiss at least once.
Yeah.
Must have done.
probably.
Yeah. But it's like an alien thing, you know. But yeah, I'm almost certain that when we had that phone call and I showed her the picture of the merch, she went, I want that.
She probably did.
So yeah, she definitely did. I wouldn't have. I mean, you don't know me, but I wouldn't. I'm not the type of person to go, do you want that? Do you want that? Do you want to wear that? Because it's got my face on it. Do you want to wear my face?
I do love your
Yeah.
logo though. It's
Oh, you
proper
do?
creative.
Yeah. Well, that
I do
wasn't
love
me
that.
who created it, but I got it created for me, because like my agent that I've got at the moment thought that it would be a good idea to have, because when my following was growing on TikTok, we thought that merch would sell. So we thought that, you know, maybe potentially, you know, if there was merch out there with my face on it, it might sell, you know, to sort of like younger generations. I don't
Yeah.
expect like, you know, hip and style people to wear it, but still. And so yeah, they created the logo, and then they sent it to me, and I was like, "That's a bit of me, innit? It's just silly, you know." And because I've got like bear ears,
Yeah.
like Stuggy bears, kind of like it's just cool. It's colourful, and we love colour.
Cover.
We love cover. So yeah, we created the logo, and then it was just like, put out some shirts and some thingies, and none of it really did well.
Oh.
None of it did well.
I think as well, TikTok is actually harder to convert people sometimes. I think stuff like that does better on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah. My pictures always do better on Instagram than my videos. Which
Have you
is
got your merch linked up to Instagram and
I
TikTok Shop?
I think it's linked up to my link tree.
No, I mean so people can buy it through the platform.
Potentially not.
Cause,
Yeah, not sure about that. Again, big stretch. Again, not too sure if like I'm not very tech savvy. I'm not very like, you know, I'm not on the ball with that sort of stuff. So that's why I have an agent, because I wouldn't be able to do the stuff myself.
Yeah. Your TikTok account will tell you. Like, I don't know if your
Little
agent's
baby.
like logged in, bringing the puppy on the set.
This is my dog. Hold on. Bring her around this side.
Oh, look.
This is my dog.
She's getting interviewed.
Introduce yourself. Tell you. Tell everyone who you are.
She's
what
smelling
you do.
it like, can I eat that?
Can I leave now?
I'm done. I've had
So
my fame.
yeah. So I don't think it is linked on there. No,
But yeah, I don't know whether your agent's like logged into your platforms, but you will get. I mean, I get it all the time. A notification. I've only got like 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
That you can set, like, you can become a seller on TikTok, and you can just link up your products.
Okay.
So I don't know whether you have to add them as individual products, because I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
I just haven't got the time to deal with
Yeah.
that another app where I
Yeah.
have to add the products to it.
Yeah.
But I do know that it can be done, and a lot of people, like, sometimes I get sent free samples, and by the time I get it, they've closed shop down. So
Really?
I can't even post about it. Well, I can, but I can't tag it or
But
recommend
you've
it.
just got free stuff.
Yeah, it's happened a couple of times.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 times, 9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
the stuff was pretty shit anyway.
Yeah.
Like, stuff on TikTok, if it's not highly rated, it tends to never be pushed, or your videos won't get any views, or all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah. So so you end up getting the free stuff, but you also can't advertise it to make yourself money.
Yeah, so I try and all the stuff I try and do when it comes to TikTok products that I tag, because it started when I first got to 1,000 followers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like, oh, you can sign up to be an affiliate. So I was like, oh, let's try that. Couldn't get any samples because I'd never had no ratings whatsoever. So I bought the cheapest thing at the time, which was like a little TikTok light.
Yeah.
And the video just went crazy.
Nice.
So then I kept doing it, and then I gave it up. And then about 2 months ago, I kind of made green theme my personality. Apart from this will forever be blue and this. But this is my personality today.
Yeah.
But everything else in my life and my house is currently green, because I run a social media thing on the side, and that branding is all green. And I basically found whatever I could on TikTok that was green, and there was basically nothing. But I found this one set that was in green. It took weeks to come, and it's the best thing I've ever found on TikTok.
Really?
And I just did a video, and I was like, this set.
What is it?
It's just like a gym set, lounge set.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it's like it. I don't know how to describe it. It's literally completely elastic, the whole thing.
Right. Okay.
But it's like a sage green colour.
Right.
And I also got it in black afterwards because it's so good. But yeah, it's just super stretchy. It's really good.
Nice.
I made like
You're literally plugging it right now.
Yeah.
Link in bio.
I wore it in the first episode. But
Get me commission.
It literally was like, I think, a 50-second video. And I've just got out the bath. My hair's looking shit. I've literally put the camera down going, I bought this off TikTok recently, and this is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm only 5'3". I describe my, like, body shape and stuff like that, and I'm like, this is unreal. I didn't think it'd be this good. I was just looking for something green.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's still selling now, like a whole month later.
That's mad.
So, yeah, so
that's mad.
That kind of encourages me to get back into TikTok shop. So I still request or buy products. Sometimes I get reached out to.
Yep.
And I try and get stuff, like, if it's free, I'll try and make sure like I'll do a video. But the problem is with doing honest reviews, is that
sometimes if it's crap,
sometimes, like, I want to do the reviews where the product's bad, but I still have to tag the product. And if I tag the product and it's bad, it affects my rating as a seller.
Right. Okay.
So, like, yesterday.
So technically, you're not allowed to give a bad. Well, you are allowed to give a bad review.
I kind of just hope that the people that are asking me to promote the product are not just looking at my rating, look at my content and see that I just do honest reviews.
Yeah.
So that if they see it, they go, well, like, she was honest.
Yeah.
She obviously had a shit one.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was so annoyed. I got this new, like, tripod thing, and that was sick. And I was like, yes, I'm going to move on to the next thing, because I got these 2 things in the same day. And it was one of them, have you seen them ear cameras?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I've got this ear camera, and I was like,
Cleans as well.
yes.
Or
So yeah, you kind of scoop it out.
yeah.
So, and it's got a camera and a light, and you connect it to your phone.
Yep.
And I watched all these videos. I must have seen about 30 of them. And I'm like, okay, now I've been asked to promote it. I'll be like, fine. But my videos are honest reviews. I'm not being like, just buy this because I have been selected. I'm literally reviewing it, saying what I like about it. And I couldn't say I liked it because it was so shit. So I connected it, right? I had to connect the product to the Wi-Fi. Like, the product was the Wi-Fi. So I had to disconnect from the Wi-Fi, connect to the product, download an app. So I had to connect back to the Wi-Fi just to download an app. And then I had to connect, like, basically turn the camera on. I put it in my ear, and you can't see shit. Like, you can't see inside your ear. It's literally just like, I posted
just
a video. I'm
dark.
going to show you it. Look,
Yeah.
I think I've got a video here, actually.
That's just literally fill the silence, fill the silence.
Where was it? Yeah, this is it. Oh.
Fill the silence
So
until the video. Okay, weird.
So
Yeah.
you can't see shit.
Yeah.
I'll plug that. Maybe. You can see it on my TikTok, right? Just search ear camera tool.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I can describe it for you. It's like a purple haze of like, there's a little bit of hair there.
you see my hair.
But it's like X-ray vision almost, isn't it? Or like an ultrasound or something.
Yeah, you can't actually see.
You can't
any
see
wax.
any dirt.
And I can feel the wax right now because I've got allergies, so it gets really irritated.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my face.
It's even shit on faces, isn't it? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but so bad.
Yeah.
So that was really
So
annoying.
I've got a question about that then.
Yeah.
So like if so like ear cleaning videos aren't for everyone. Okay. So like you might like ear cleaning videos. You might think to yourself, I love a bit of that. Yeah, exactly.
As you can see.
Yeah.
So my own.
Jess is the same. So she's like, oh, I'm all about a bit of getting some dirt out of your skin one way or another. I can't stand it.
Can't ya?
No. So
I just showed you a video of me in my
well,
ear.
luckily
It was a shit video.
Luckily, it was fine.
Yeah.
It's not like I like heave or anything. I mean, I do a really dirty, filthy job, like where I see like blood and everything.
Yeah.
It's fucking horrible. So I've seen my fair share of mess, but when it comes out of a human, I just get a little bit like, ugh, I'm not watching that. Like she watches like fucking what's it called? Horseshoes being removed, and I'm a bit
I
like
like that.
no, I'm a bit like no, and like pus comes out. I'm like,
yeah, I like that though.
I don't like feel sick, but yeah. Anyway, so my question to you is like, if you had like a thing like that, right, and you're advertising it to make money, or even advertising it because you've been sent it for free, like, would you think about like, everyone's gonna see my earwax? Or everyone's going to see my spot popping.
To me, I just think we're all human beings. It all
Yeah,
happens to
100%.
everyone.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But like,
I know people don't like it. People
yeah.
comment that stuff too. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen some of my content that does like significantly better than the rest, which is not much of it. But it's always like talking about very taboo things.
Yeah.
So like my most popular video, which should never have done that well. Like,
I have a feeling I know what
I'm
it is,
literally talking about my period, right?
Yes,
and
I remember, yeah.
Then I've had another video talking about
I remember it well.
It's talking about similar things, and to me, they just don't matter. Like, I just think it all happens to everyone. Who the fuck cares? Like, and sometimes people comment things like, oh, she's only posting controversial things for views. Yes, I am. That's exactly what I'm doing.
How do you think the biggest like comedy comedians have got where they've got because they haven't been afraid to push the boundaries?
Yeah, and especially now, like now that I actually do this as a job, like for other people.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like I've had people say to me, especially like 16-year-olds will comment on my business page being like, oh, well, how can you prove this? Well, I have to then go on my personal account, make an outrageous video and be like, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
but when people want to know the evidence of how you are good at socials, it's not about going viral every day. It's about having a consistent engagement rate.
Yes. Yeah.
But people don't understand that unless you have a recent viral video. So then I've kind of got to be like, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me do it. Do you know what I mean?
I couldn't agree with you more about the consistency thing because I feel like the best I ever did in terms of following on TikTok was when I was posting every day.
Yeah, I
And
post 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Like,
So
without fail.
it's a consistency thing. You
Yeah.
have to be, and I post once a week now. Sometimes not even that. You all right?
Just
What are you
found the
trying to do?
shelf.
Everything out of Lulu's mouth.
I thought she was like scraping a horseshoe off herself.
I found a horseshoe outside.
Yeah, I feel like it's really important to have consistency. Oh, pig's penis in the mouth. Sorry, I should just give you context on that. Lulu has a treat that is actually a pig penis.
Yeah.
It's made out of pig penis and it's now going in Jay's face. Have some of that.
you're so
Oh,
loving
she
today.
loves you. She loves you so much. She wants to show you her pig penis.
No, I don't want to put your pig penis in my mouth.
She's like, go on, just try it. You might like it.
Hello.
You might like it. Just do it. Do it one time.
Hello.
She is definitely your dog. She's a massive attention seeker.
Hello.
Oh, who's that? You got to take the love when you get it.
Lip balm.
You have to take that love when you're gonna get it. What's she do? Knock it over.
I'm still gonna drink that. No.
She did lick it.
Will she try?
Has she had some water?
I'm going to go and give her some in the garden. She's like, nah.
She's like, no, I want yours.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh.
Can't eat that. No.
No.
Oh, yeah.
What's happened to you? You were
You're
asleep.
liking me today. Not earlier though. I had one little cuddle. Now you're obsessed. This is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of thing.
Oh, she's proper good. It takes her a while to warm up to someone,
No.
and then once she does, she's
My
like,
baby either.
she's like your best friend.
Yeah, she just likes to sit
Yeah.
with that.
Oh, she's
Hi.
very lovable.
Please. I love your kisses, but I don't want your tongue in my mouth.
It's the pig penis. You'll be able to smell it. It smells like shit. I'm not sure how it smells like shit. And that's not an expression either. It's not like, oh, that smells like shit.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's
I forgot what we were
that smells
talking
like
about.
actual shit. We were talking about engagement.
That's right. Carry on.
Engagement.
Got
And
distracted.
I said that I used to post once a day when I was doing the whole pandemic thing.
Yeah.
And then I got my biggest spike in following because I got like maybe 300,000 followers like during the pandemic,
Wow.
which was crazy, so mad. Like all just by posting one video a day.
Yeah.
And then I dropped off, and then I just didn't do it as much, maybe twice a week. Then it went down to once a week, and to be honest, now I just do it whenever I feel like it.
Yeah.
But it's taken toll because I feel like a lot of my algorithm now is ruined because I don't post enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might still get
Do you engage with your who you follow?
the comments. Oh, who I follow.
So like, say for instance, you're not posting, but are you still scrolling through TikTok or socials and engaging? Because sometimes that can affect it too.
Right. Okay.
Because sometimes like I'll post loads of stuff and like sometimes it just does really oddly really bad, and I think it's because I haven't scrolled through TikTok for about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, I scrolled in it for about 8 hours a day.
She's
I have done that loads, but I've just been so busy.
so.
Like recently, all my content that's doing well is from last month, and it's still doing well now. But that's because I was literally, what's the word, chronically online.
Yeah.
Like, people comment that on my videos. You cannot eat the vape.
I feel like Jess is probably she's probably one of the biggest users of TikTok in the world. Certainly in the country. Because she's on it constantly, and I'm probably in the 1% of that. I'm probably like
Is she trying to get your toe?
trying to bite now. Excuse me.
I think she
No.
wants my sock.
No.
She grabbed the sock first.
No. No.
She's got zoomies.
She's got zoomies. Yeah, I'm probably one of the least amount of people that, yeah, she did bite my shoe now. So that might be a reason. That might be a reason. Why? Can you give her a bone or something? Where's her pig penis? Oh,
There you go.
there you go. She gets
Amazing.
very easily distracted. She was like biting my shoe. Give her the pig penis. Oh my God. Pig penis. Pig penis. Yeah. Anyway.
I also read as well that on your, so I'm going to get it up. So, as I did with Jess, and they update, so I'm going to speak to you about yours on your episode as well.
This is mad. I didn't even know this is...
So, I don't know when or how or why this happens, but sometimes when you Google people that are famous online, there is a whole website for their birthday, right? It's called Famous Birthdays.
Mm.
So, if I just search your name, it will come up with your famous birthday.
Mm. And it comes up with the rank as well, doesn't it? Of like how famous you are.
Why is it typing a D first?
Which I actually find probably the most rewarding thing
What is your ranking?
out of anything that I've ever experienced on social media is the ranking of where I rank in the world.
To be fair, you are really fucking high
I'm
up.
well high.
Yeah.
I'm like in the top 50,000.
Yeah.
It's fucking billions of
you're
people in
in
the world.
What is it I saw?
It's
Let me see.
40 something thousand, I think. 40.
Yeah, it says Stuggy, age, family, bio. It's got a really old photo of you.
Yeah.
And then, so it says you're an
Capricorn.
it says he's an Instagram star. From what you've told me on here, you're actually Vine and Facebook.
Yeah,
Then
Instagram doesn't
TikTok.
even come into it. Instagram is just a social app I use for my friends.
Yeah, so now everyone in the world knows your birthday. Is this correct? January 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
It is.
Your ranking is now 615.
I've gone down. I've gone down. No.
So it
Oh,
says
you can
on
boost
here,
it. Make me more popular. Make me more popular, please.
You're gonna go over and do that now. Put me back to 40,000.
Pay £10, and we'll put you up a ranking.
I wonder how much it is. Let's tap it.
Yeah. See.
Oh wait, I can tap it.
Oh, you've just boosted it.
It'll be 40 instead of 41 now.
Yeah. What 40 as in 40 or 40? Oh, 40,000. Yeah. I'm the 40th most popular person in the world.
So on here, I don't know how accurate or inaccurate they are. When we spoke about Jess's, it wasn't that accurate. It said you were related to Bill Withers. You're not.
What?
It doesn't now. It says something different now.
Okay.
It does still have his name in it though, which
Okay.
is really funny.
Okay. Hit me with mine.
Yeah, it says that you were aspiring to be a comedy actor and writer. Is that true, or was you just doing that as content?
I probably did say that at one point.
Mm.
I probably did say that I wanted it to lead on to acting.
Yeah.
Because I have done some acting.
Mm. What, like TV shows?
I
Films?
did a web series. I did a web film, like YouTube film,
Cool.
which only came out on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was a main bad guy in a YouTube film, which was crazy. I'll tell you a story about that. in a sec.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. And then I was an extra in Eddie the Eagle.
Yeah.
So the film
I
with
don't know what that is.
it's the film with Taron Egerton. You know the guy from Kingsman. Have you seen the Kingsman films?
I think I've seen one of them.
The Kingsman films. Eggsy is the guy that's kind of chavvy. He's got
I can't remember it, but I definitely recognise it.
So I did that. I did another little cameo in a film. So yeah, I've dabbled a little bit in sort of like
cool.
acting and stuff. And yeah, I think at one stage maybe it was my plan in life to be like, you know, but since having the experiences, I've kind of realised that maybe it's not me. But then maybe it's just me, like I said before, like having the whole easy life sort of thing, like the pressure of learning the lines and making sure you get it right, and all these people like counting on you to make it, you know, get it right first time or second time or even 15th time, you know, get it right so that we can wrap this up. It's like, oh god, because so the story is, and
your acting story.
yeah, so my acting story. So I had to play the villain in this film, and I only got the gig because I got given it. I didn't audition. I got given it, and I only got it.
They scouted you.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the director, the director of the film, had been to my house where I lived. So, and the reason that happened is because I had a brand deal with a famous birthdays sort of thing, but it wasn't a famous birthdays. It was a video like creating service for people's birthdays.
Yeah.
So like Cameo. Yeah, so I'm on Cameo now.
Yeah.
But it was this other thing. And this other thing had this weird idea. I can't even remember what it's called, but they wanted to pay me to be on it, a one-off fee. So I wasn't allowed to get, fees per, times. But they paid me a one-off fee. They brought around a camera and they brought around a whole crew of people, like a lighting guy and a sound guy into my house. And I was kind of like, whoa, right, okay, so what are we doing? Yeah. And he goes, right, so what I want you to do is I want you to say every name that's on this sheet. And then I want you to say, happy birthday too. And then I hope you have a great day, in my own style. But I had to say all these phrases. And the idea was that you could create the video how you wanted it. But it would all come out as like, happy birthday, Rachel, from Stuggy. So, I mean, I was a bit like, I wouldn't pay for that. I wouldn't pay for that at all. But, I'm going to do it. So I sat in front of the camera for a good sort
If it's a one-off fee, take it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wasn't going to say no. Yeah, I wasn't doing anything on that Saturday. So so they came round and, I just had to sit there in front of the camera and say, Rebecca wants you to know. And then Tony wants you to know. Something like that. And I just kept doing it. So this guy, who was the director, he really liked me and he liked how I came across on the camera and stuff. So I found out from him that he wanted me to do this film. So I was like, oh, fair enough. Yeah. And I mean, yeah, YouTube film, isn't it? Whatever. Yeah. I've done a bit of web acting, like someone coming around with a camera like you've got here and like, filming it and like, we're just going to shoot it for YouTube and it's all going to be good. So I found out that the guy on YouTube, because YouTube followers are different to TikTok, right? Okay. If you have a following of over 1 million on YouTube, you fucking made it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like YouTube is the big time.
Yeah,
YouTube
you make a lot more money on there.
Yeah. And you're more famous. Yeah. Because YouTube, a million followers on YouTube is so different to 1 million followers on TikTok. I think you're far more. Well, maybe not in this day and age. Maybe TikTok's more.
I think it's easier to convert people on YouTube into something else.
Yeah.
So if you're continuously making content, you could be like, buy my merch on my website. Whereas with TikTok, if it's not there and then, people are like, that's not convenient.
YouTube's a family, isn't it? In a way, YouTube's like you go on there and you feel more connected to the person because you're giving them more of your time, I suppose. Whereas if you're a follower on TikTok of someone on TikTok, you're like scroll and then you see their video and you're like, I don't really fancy watching that today. Like YouTube, you tune in. Yeah. It's like I know when that video is going to be. Yeah. So he had 1.4 million followers or something on YouTube. When I saw that, I was like, fuck. That's big time.
He's made it.
That's fucking, holy shit. He's got, By the time we did the filming, he had 2 million. So I was like, this is big time. Like, he's like proper, like, I'm going to be on a big YouTube channel. I had no idea who he was. No idea whatsoever. His name's Ashens, by the way. Yeah. That's his name on YouTube. And he did a film before. And I looked at the film that was before and I was like, God, it's quite good quality, like for a YouTube film. Like that must have been a big house that they filmed that in. So anyway, I get sent this location to go to and it's a school in the middle of London. And I pull up to the thing, and I had these lines to learn the day before, and it wasn't like a big scene, but it was quite sort of like it's quite a lot of lines. Yeah. And I go in, and like no one is there, and I'm like, am I in the right place? This is fucking weird. Like anyway, so I go up the stairs. Oh no, I saw someone on reception eventually, and they go, oh yeah, all the filming crew are upstairs. Filming crew? What are you on about? Filming crew? Like, I'm here for a YouTube film. And she was like, yeah, they're all upstairs. I was like, okay, fair enough. So I come up, and no word of a lie, there was fucking shit everywhere. There was fucking filming crews. There was people walking past lanyards, and it was like a full set. Like, there was like lighting everywhere, all over the place. But it was all like off and like, you know, ready to be moved and stuff. Yeah. And there was like tracking for like big cameras. And I was like, I'm in the wrong place. I haven't just landed the main villain in an actual production. There's no way at all. So someone came over to me and they go, "Oh, are you Stuggy?" I said, "Yeah." They go, "Oh, just this way." Led me into a fucking makeup room, and I'm like,
"Was you underprepared for this?"
I'm really sorry, guys. Can I just stop everyone here just for a second? Like everyone that was in there. Everyone, listen to me for a second. Am I actually in this? Is this a film and I'm in it? And I'm in a makeup room right now. You're going to do my makeup? And they're like, yeah. and we've got a costume room next. Costume room. Okay, fair enough. All right, that's fine. So anyway, the guy that I know comes in, and he was looking a lot more smug than the last time I saw him, because he's obviously a director of the film and not a birthday messaging app, right? So he comes walking in. He's like, "Hey, Stuggy, how's it going, man? We'll have you up for a block. Like we'll run you through."
American.
Yeah, he's American or Canadian, but I can't do that one. So we'll do a run through. We'll do a run through in a minute. So what does that mean? It's like a run through. We'll like run through the lines. I'm like, okay, yeah, fair enough, yeah. He's like, you'll be doing the scene with this guy here, and I look over and it's like this guy, and he's like, he looks a lot more professional than I do, and he's meant to be like my employee because I'm the main villain, and I was like, so I got talking to him, and I was like, so do you have much acting experience? He was like, yeah, I was on Holby City last week, and then I think the week before I was on.
Proper actors then.
It's like, I have been thrown in the deepest end I could ever imagine for myself. And he was like, so I went up with this guy to this room, and we were doing a block. We were doing a run through. Yeah.
What's that?
Which is running through your lines.
Right, okay.
So the director basically sits there with you, and you do the lines in front of him, and he tweaks little things that he wants done certain ways.
Yeah.
So we do the scene, and I mess it up a couple of times, but I'm not an actor. So I was sort of like clinging on to that. I was like, if you turn around to me and say, can you like do your lines a bit better? I'm going to be like, fuck you, all right?
I didn't sign up for this.
I didn't fucking sign up for this shit. Anyway, so he's running through the lines and everything. We managed to get it right, and we managed to get it quite good. And he's quite happy, and he's like, you're the perfect fit for this. You're so good for this. I was like, thank you so much. Confidence building. It's amazing. And I should just mention, when we went into this room, it was like an office room, yeah? Mm. So, like, imagine, like, your school teacher, like, their office, or your headmaster's office, and they've got, like, a desk and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and, like, it's all empty. There's nothing in there. It's all, like, it's all, like, books and stuff everywhere and whatever. So I go back down to makeup.
Do you hear that?
Oh, she's doing a little cough thingy.
Oh, bless her.
Oh, bless her.
Alex is probably thinking, what's going on?
So
anyway, sorry.
So this room is plain and simple.
Yeah.
It's as you would see it, not being a set of something. Yeah. So I was like, I felt quite comfortable in the room. I was like, I feel quite comfortable. Like, hopefully, we can just do it with like one, cameraman, one like lighting guy, and the director.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Like, I don't see why you'd need any more people than that.
Yeah.
So I go back downstairs, and I'm in the makeup room, and I'm having a laugh. Like, I had a great time there, but I was just sort of like, in the back of my head, I was like, fuck me, it's a bit extreme. So they're like doing my makeup and stuff, and I'm telling them about the story, and they're laughing, and then they come in and they call me. They go, Stugs, we're ready for you now. It wasn't the director that called me though. It was like a runner.
Right.
So a runner came down, and they were like, oh, come up to the thing. So me and this guy that I'm doing the scene with, we go up, and there's all these people congregated outside the room, like looking at the door. And there was about, I don't know, 5 to 10 people all looking at the door. And as I'm coming up, they're all looking at me. And I'm like, fuck me, Jesus. Okay.
Bit overwhelming.
Yeah. We go into the room, and I'm not shitting you. There was like 100 lights. There was fucking a massive camera with 3 people around it. 2 people with fucking screens, like looking at screens. I hadn't even met the guy that I was doing this film with, like nothing. I was literally just chucked straight in the deep end, and I was like, oh my God. There must have been 15 or 20 people in the room. And it was a tiny room. It was no bigger than this room here. It was tiny. And it was like, it was covered in people. And I was like, oh my fucking God, the pressure.
Yeah, it must be a lot of pressure.
Yeah. And that leads me on to my next point, which was the pressure of doing like a monologue when you're not an actor. So I had a monologue to do. You're familiar with what that is? A monologue is like a large paragraph that you have to say on camera. Right, they just call it a monologue. So I had this huge monologue that was all about the history of like me as the villain. Like, I've come from such, a background of, this, that, and the other. And it was like all going through, and I had to I had to, like, as I was doing it, like, walk round the table and, like, point and, like, you know, be really expressionate. But I also had to do this whole monologue and learn it off by heart. So for someone that's not an actor, had no acting training, I was literally shitting myself. But the night before, I stayed up, because I stayed there for like 3 days while we filmed all this.
Yeah, filming's long hours, isn't it?
Yeah. So I stayed up quite late the night before, and I managed to get something in my brain that made me remember each line. So it was like, as soon as that line's finished, I start with that word. And then if I start with that word, I know that I'm going into that sentence.
Yeah, that's
and then,
a pretty good
and
idea.
then the next word. So I would learn the first word. So I'd go, what you need to know is how I've become. And then I would put the emphasis on that word. And I'd be like, right. So that was how I learned it the night before. So I was quite confident going in.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
If
Lucky you did that.
Yeah, if I thought that the first day was anything to go by with 15 people in the room, fuck me, I was in for a huge shock when I did that monologue. Because I was playing a villain and I was playing someone that was a scientist.
Yeah.
He had a laboratory full of, or is it called laboratory? How do you even pronounce that?
I think.
Dexter's laboratory.
Yeah.
Laboratory.
I
Not
think
laboratory. Or whatever I
laboratory.
said. Laboratory.
I think it's like.
I need to use the
toilet.
laboratory. Laboratory, yeah. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Grandma. So yeah, I had 15, 20 people in the room when it was like the little office scene. I must have had 50 people in the room when I did the monologue. And thinking to yourself that you're gonna, you know, nail it the night before, you're gonna be like, yeah, I've got this. I've fucking got this. You now have 100 eyes on you. Like there was all these actors.
So you don't want to go into acting?
No. That's the easy answer. Yeah. No, I do not. That is the easy answer.
Isn't it? Especially when you create content and
Yeah.
it's like you do it in your own space.
I like what I do. What I do. And what I do is easy enough for me, and it doesn't take any pressure, you know.
Yeah.
And if I get it wrong, then I just redo
social
it.
Media.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
If it does shit, it does shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
All right.
Yeah. But
I'll make another one tomorrow.
Yeah. But it was a really good experience, and I would never. I don't, you know, take it for granted.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I did it, so that I can see that maybe it's just not for me.
Yeah. Did you ever like speak to that person ever again that helped set that up? Maybe the director, was it?
We spoke a couple of times after it, just about like viewings of the film and stuff like that.
How did it do?
Because they were, I think it did pretty well online, because I think he had a really big audience.
Yeah.
So I mean, and a loyal audience.
Yeah.
So they just watched it, and he's a very geeky sort of guy.
Yeah.
So he does a lot about. I mean, the film was about a like device, a gaming device. So it's like very aimed at like the nerdy sort of group.
Yeah.
So he had a very sort of geeky, nerdy sort of group of people or group of followers, and they just they loved it. Yeah, they loved
What's
it.
the film called?
Ashens and the Polybius Heist.
That's gonna be hard to spell.
Yes.
You'll have to send me that.
But you could
that
just
in the
look up
notes.
Ashens. It'll be down there somewhere, won't it? Yeah. It'll be down there somewhere. Yeah. But I think it's free now. But when they first brought it out, it was like a paid thing on YouTube. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
That's all right.
I was
It's been a
gonna,
pleasure.
ask you loads more, but I think we'd be here for hours, so you'll have to just come on again next time.
We'll do it next time. That's fine. We'll do a part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if there's anything you want to promote, tell people you're at. I mean, most people probably already follow
I have
you.
a removals business. If anyone wants moving.
Yeah, I'll help you move house.
Yeah.
What's it
Yeah,
called?
no. What, my business? Oh, no, let's not.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, let's not. Let's not. Yeah. No,
I'm
I
busy.
don't actually promote it at all on my social media. But,
that's fair
you know,
enough.
I could do, couldn't I?
You could.
Could.
You've
Make
got
bank.
a bloody lot of
Make
followers.
bank. Yeah. But I'm really good at what I do, so
Yeah.
I'm already stacked out with work. Don't need it. Yeah.
Please give me a break.
Yeah, working for followers is not the one.
No.
That's not the one.
No.
I've done that before, and
Definitely
it's just
not.
not.
But
It's
no,
like-
thank you so much.
That's all right. No problem at all.
Tell
Pleasure.
them your actual ats, not your removals.
So my actual ats are on Instagram. I believe it's just Stuggy Bear as well. I think. And Facebook, it is Keeping It Stuggy. Yeah.
And TikTok.
Oh, did I say TikTok?
I don't think so. You said Twitter.
Did I? Did I really?
Yeah. Let's cut Twitter.
Yeah, let's cut that out.
I did say earlier I wouldn't recommend promoting your Twitter.
This is how old I am, Jay. This is how fucking old I am.
Twitter's
So I'm so old. I'm getting like my dad now. Who used to call Facebook face wipe.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
your old Twitter is like completely different person to who you are.
I mean,
now.
TikTok, Twitter, you know.
It's X now.
Yeah, I mean, they both begin with T.
changed.
Yeah, it's changed now. Get with the times, Stu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
no, my TikTok is Stuggy Bear.
Yeah, TikTok, Facebook, Insta. Do you have a YouTube channel?
No.
Hmm,
No.
interesting.
Yeah. No.
That surprises me.
Yeah, I used to have one,
Mm,
but it was predominantly me and my ex making videos.
yeah.
So that's why I don't have it
Bye
anymore.
bye.
I don't have it anymore. Yeah, but yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
No,
on.
all good. Pleasure.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's been very good. Well,
Until
guys,
next time.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Why did I point exactly how you did? Thank you for watching.
There's the thumbnail.
Make sure you give Burn My Mood a follow on all platforms. I even have a Twitter that's probably got about 1 follower, so don't follow that. But go on TikTok, YouTube. Please subscribe to that. If you're watching or listening on any streaming platforms, give it a rating and a subscribe. But we're on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok primarily. So that's Burn My Mood. I'm Jay. Thank you so much. Thanks, Stu.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Wave.
Oh. Wave, monkey. Wave, monkey, wave.